What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MTG Malone. And today we're playing the Control-a-thon. But before we get started, if you're new to the channel and you like what I'm doing, please consider giving me a subscription. And if you're just a regular that hasn't subscribed yet, now is your chance. Become part of the club. Yes, we're a cool club. We are awesome. Every single one in here is an awesome person, and we're trying to get bigger and stronger and roll over the competition with today's deck, the Control-a-thon. Yeah, we don't really roll over them, we just wait it out. We wait it out and see what happens. So, one of our main cards in here is good old Dream Trawler. I haven't been doing the Dream Trawler deck since ages. But this card is nice. The only thing that really, can take care of it, it's an extinction event or a board wipe, but otherwise there is a lot of spot on removal, and with this card you just throw away one of your cards, make it hexproof, and it has lifelink, which is pretty darn good in a control deck, because you will lose some life, so you will get it back. But yeah, let's get over everything we have in here one by one. This is a very, very nice blue-white control deck. I have not been doing one of those in my channel for now, and here it is, blue-white control. So, we have counter spells with Essence Scatter, takes care of creatures. We have the Jwari Disruption. If our opponent goes all in with his mana, we can take care of it. Also is a land, so pretty nice. Got our negate here for non-creature spells, so all those Ugins, Great Hanges, and ultimatums, just say no, just negate them. And yeah, I have a lot of merfolk on my counter spells. They are okay. Also got one of my favorite, the Neutralize. You can cycle it or you can counter with it. That's pretty darn good. We're gonna do that, both of them, in these games. Then we have some removal in here with the Glass Casket, takes care of everything up to mana cost 3, well, creatures, and yeah, it's a little sad fox in there, but it's pretty good for us. It is pretty good for us, and that is why we have it in here. Then we have the Skyclave Apparition, takes care of every non-land permanent, and I have seen this happening. If you're up against the Skyclave Apparition, don't kill it before it triggers. Otherwise, the second trigger, well, the second ability, that when it leaves the battlefield, the owner gets an XX blue illusion. Yeah, not too good. It will happen before, and there is nothing under it, so you get nothing for your troubles. So, if you're up against the Skyclave Apparition, wait until it exiled your stuff, and then kill it, if you can't wait. So, because otherwise you get nothing, and the Skyclave Apparition is just an awesome removal spell in that case, courtesy of your opponent. We have, of course, Shatter the Skies to remove everything. Yeah, opponent draws a card, that's a drawback, but what do you want to do? It's better than having all of those creatures on the field. I think it's fair. One card against 8 creatures, it's just fair. The Elspeth Conqueror's Staff to take care of the Great Henge if it comes onto the field. Take care of those big Ugins if they happen to come onto the field. And yeah, you get back your creatures, like the Skyclave Apparition here or the Dream Trawler. And the Realm Cloak Giant destroys all non-giant creatures, and then you get a big giant on the field. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Has vigilance, attacks for 7 each turn, which is pretty cool. You can also get it back with the Elspeth Conqueror's Staff, have an 8/8, but yeah, you prefer getting your Dream Trawler back. What else do we have? With a Dream Trawler, you want a lot of card draw, because every time you draw a card, this Dream Trawler gets +1/+0. I just gotta, yeah, we'll have no more battery on my second screen soon. I hope that is not a problem. So, with the Dream Trawler, you get +1/+0 every single turn where you draw a card, which is real damn good. Then we have our Shark Typhoon. And you know, Shark Typhoon, cycle it, get a shark out, or even better, get it on the field, trigger it with all your stuff that you have, the neutralizers, the card draws. and make it bigger. What do we have in here? We have our Frantic Inventories, because you draw more cards the more you have in your graveyard. We have our Omens of the Sea, to see what we can try to get, because it's Cries also. Also pretty damn good against, those Doom Foretold decks. Then we have Emeria's Call in here. This makes you angels or is a land, but makes your creatures indestructible. So if you have your Dream Trawler out, get your Emeria's Call out, it is indestructible. And the only thing that can take care of it is a extinction event. The Seagate Restoration. Nice little card. If you lean back, do nothing, and then you're 7 mana, you draw all of the cards. All of the cards. No maximum hand size for the rest of your game. Very good indeed. And if you ever come into the situation that there is nothing that you can do and everything on the board is just an annoyance to you, just wipe the whole board. Yeah, with the Undo Inversion. And if you need a land, you still have the Sky Ruins. So, land-wise, we also have the Birth of Meletis to find us some lands, because we're a control deck, we need those. We have the Midnight Clock, which also functions as a blue land. And if this procs while the Dream Trawler is on the field, oh my gosh, you get a 10-5 Dream Trawler. It attacks in, you draw a card, it gets an 11-5. Your opponent will scoop like there is no tomorrow. And of course lands. We have 9 plains, 6 islands and 2 Temple of Enlightenments, 2 Scry. And all of these nice flip lands here. So I hope there won't be any problem with that. So, will we have fun with this? We will. Is blue-white still something good in this meta? Well, we got a nice 50-50 in our playtesting. Let's see how we can do in ranked. And so, I'm MTG Malone and I will see you in the games. Alrighty, here we go. Up against number 1357. Nice, nice. So, we got lands. We got a blue land here. This hand is pretty slow. No card draw, and the opponent goes first. If we're up against rogues, this is a pretty bad hand. I will mulligan this. Okay, this hand looks way better. This hand looks way better. So, I will keep this. One birth can go. Only need one of those right now. We're up against red, okay. So, let's see what we can draw here. What was that? Okay, an island. I keep that. That is exactly what I want. So, nice. We're going against Gruul. So, do I play the birth now? No, I think I keep the Javari Disruption open. And soon I have the Shark Typhoon to counter. Okay. Well, this will be a lot of damage. This will be a lot of damage. Gets in for 5. Nice. So, we still have some board wipes in our deck, so we're not too... Looks not too bad here. He doesn't play anything, so I would cycle the Neutralize. We still have Essence Scatters and the likes. Another land, very nice, very, very nice. Depending on what he plays here, we might be dead even before we play anything. Even before we play anything. The Questing Beast. So this is a good time for disruption. This is the perfect time for the disruption. No board wipes here, but we can play out the birth. Soon we'll get some land back, some life back. And we will also be able to play a good-looking Shark Typhoon next. Snacks in for 1. I can take 1. Doesn't play anything. Ooh, that is perfect. The Skyclave Apparition, as I said before, one of the best cards in the meta right now. And we still have our Essence Scatter if he plays a creature. And next turn, maybe if we don't draw land, we can get Emiria's Call out. You can do that. You get a 2-2 for that. You get a 2-2 for that. A 2-2. Which we can block. And we still have our Essence Scatter out for creatures that might be common. Okay. Okay. He gets in for 2 damage here. I will keep my Dream Trawler back. Nope, I can't let him draw cards. Can't let him draw cards. And we get 2 life here. So maybe this is a good time to play out the Trawler, to have a blocker, get some life back. And we can, yeah, Shark Typhoon also next turn. So, this is looking pretty good. Doesn't have enough mana for the Great Henge. Mao, maybe you were too late. Who knows? Who knows? He's thinking long and hard what he wants to do. The Bone Crusher into my face. A Bone Crusher into my face. Okay. But will you attack in? No, he doesn't. Well, why would he? Why would he? Oh, an Elspeth Conquers Death, eh? So we're at 6 mana here, 1 short for the Emiria's Call. But I think this is as good a time as any to play out the Elspeth Conquers Death. So we get in here for a little damage. If he has a Questing Beast, another Skyclave Apparition. Oh, I told you I love this card. I love this card. We're holding back the Emiria's Call. He snacks in for 4. Not a problem. Not a problem for me. In 2 turns we get back the Scavenging Ooze. Okay. Well, we can Apparition that. We can Apparition that. Which is pretty nice. Still no land, but not really worried about that. So we Scavenging Ooze here, we Apparition the Ooze, and he surrenders! We got it! Against Gruul. Nice. Get up there. No rank up. Who cares? Who cares? We won. Alright, our first game against Gruul went very well. We are up against high numbers. 1122. So we have 3 lands here, a Midnight Clock. Yeah, I will keep this. We have the Shatter Disguise. And together we are up against red. And we have an Essence Scatter, which is real nice. And we draw another land, which is real nice. So, if he doesn't do anything here, we have our Frantic Inventory. But are we up against Big Red? Well, I think we are. And another land. Oh, and an Elspeth Conquers Death. That is real nice. That is real nice. I like the Elspeth Conquers Death. Especially if we can get our Dream Trawler out. So, are you playing your giant this turn? Crawling Barrens. No, you are not. So, we're on 4 here. If I play the Midnight Clock now, I still have the Essence Scatter open. Still have the Essence Scatter open in the worst case. On the Vision looks okay, we can keep that. If he gets out his stuff, we can use that, which is good. Which is good. Crawling Barrens, little afraid here of the Crawling Barrens, but we will have our Dream Trawler out soon. And by God, we will use it. Maze Mind Tome, a maze minding. Draws a card. Did he miss his land drop? Did he miss his land drop? Here is a land for his troubles. So we get the Trawler out now. And if he plays the Ugin, well, too bad. We can Elspeth Conquerstaff that. He gets 2 life. Okay, this looks like Ugin. This looks like Ugin, but we have the Elspeth Conquerstaff. We have the Elspeth Conquerstaff, and we have our Miria's Call also up there. So, alright, we're on 5 here. If I play the Birth, that is not good. So I play the Unknown Vision here, and the Elspeth Conquerstaff. Nothing you can do about that. He keeps on top. Do you have another Ugin? We are really missing out on our counter spells, even though we have a lot of them in our deck. Even though there is a lot of counter spells in this deck, we aren't getting them. We are not getting them. Bone crushes our face. He's a frantic inventory. So we can play the Birth out now. Have nothing to get back with our Elspeth Conquerstaff. But we will keep up the Essence Scatter. We have more cards than him, so I like that. I really like that. Keep up our Essence Scatter. He gets 4 life back. But this game is still going okay for us. Nothing to be worried about. So he's on 7 mana. The Anarchist. So next time we will preserve our good old Dream Trawler. But we will draw 2 cards here, which is nice, which is nice. So I can Shatter the Sky his giants. No need to use the Essence Scatter here. Get it out. I mean, he will draw 2 cards with the Solemn Simulacrum. And he only plays 1. He only plays 1. And we draw 2 lands. 3 lands. Okay. Okay, game. Really like to give us those lands. A Birth Meletis. Not really what I want. So I will Shatter the Skies here. He draws 2 cards. But what should we do? What should we do? We need to get rid of this, and next turn we can Essence Scatter. Like there is no tomorrow. Putting a counter on the Crawling Barrens, which is bad for us. So, what is your plan? What is your plan? Here comes a Bone Crusher, that's why I kept back the Essence Scatter. But he's always using his Barrens, so he can't attack in with those. Good, good. Another Maze Mine Tome. Bad. And another land. Game really likes to give us those lands. So do you have an Ugin for the Emiria's Call? Let's hope he doesn't. Let's hope he doesn't. But we need to have something on the board because our hand is nothing but land. Well, as if I didn't say anything. As if I didn't say anything. Well, if you draw nothing but lands, that is what you get for your troubles. That is what you get for your troubles. But doing nothing maybe isn't the best. An omen of the sea. I like to see that. Can we get another Elspeth Conquers Death here? We do. We do. That is perfect. That is just perfect. And next turn, we even have our Dream Trawler. Next turn, we have our Dream Trawler. So how many Ugins is this deck running? 2 or 3? I don't know. I don't know. But with the Dream Trawler, I don't need to be too afraid of the Crawling Barons, even though he can get in for a lot of damage here. He has another Ugin. This is just unreal. This is just unreal. But we can get in with our Dream Trawler soon. So, he's on 2. He is on... maybe I should have scryed there, but why? I know that I have the Dream Trawler. I know I have the Dream Trawler. And I keep the land in hand. And next turn I can take care of his Ugin. But he has the Labyrinth, which I don't like. Will he keep it open? Well, he better does. He better does. Okay, you can do that. You can do that. In that case, let's get rid of the land. Do you have another shock in hand? Do you have another shock in hand? He has the Shredded Sails. Oh my god. Oh my god. If we draw another land here, we are pretty boned. We are pretty boned. And now he starts attacking in with the Barons. Well, what are the chances of that? The Javari Disruption. Let's give him the good game. We had fun. Big Red got us. Didn't draw counter spells. Well, that is just too bad. 1-1. And we're up against an Immortal. That is not good. No lands in hand, but double-sided lands. We have no white. We need to mulligan this. And this hand looks a little bit better. So... what are we getting rid of? I want card draw, I want lands. So this sadly has to go. This sadly has to go. What should we do? We have our Temple of Enlightenment. Oh, we're up against another control deck. Good thing we have our negate here. Good thing we have our negate here. He is red-white. He is red-white. So if he plays a creature, we have our Glass Casket for that. And starting next turn, we can use the negate. Fireblade Charger. Well, don't need to be afraid of that. We still have our Frantic Inventory here. And our negate. Doesn't... Basri Lieutenant. Will you attack in? So we draw a card here. And the Elspeth Conquers Death. Perfect. Perfection. Get a land out, our Glass Casket. If he's a Winota deck, the Basri Lieutenant won't trigger the Winota. And we still have our Elspeth Conquers Death for the Lieutenant. A Selfless Savior. Okay, so we can take care of a lot of stuff here. We take care of the Lieutenant with the Skyclave Apparition. And we need to take care of the dog because of a potential Winota. And the Kargan War Leader Yeah. It can go down with the Elspeth Conquer's death. Kenrith. Well, good thing we have 2 Elspeth Conquer's death. So this is a Vinoda deck. Nice. Thanks. So I hope we draw another land. We have all the lands we need right now. Use the Fireblade Charger. I could need a counter spell for creatures. And here's the Vinoda. There is a land. Not a blue land, but it is okay. And we absolutely need to take care of that Vinoda here because of the Fireblade Charger. Don't even want to give him the opportunity. And if he attacks in, we can block with the Skyclave Apparition. But do we want to do that? I hope we draw another blue land here soon. Or even our Dream Trawler. Gets a Skyclave Apparition himself. Okay. That is a good card. You should use that. You should use that. How boned are we here? A Temple of Enlightenment. The plains, not really what we want to see here. Do you have another Vinoda for your troubles? There it is. There is the other Vinoda. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yup. Those are a lot of creatures attacking in. Are we dead here? We are. We are just dead. We did everything we could. We did everything we could. Didn't draw counter spells or board wipes. So, yeah. Alrighty. Up against Magnum. Let's see if we can make the comeback. So, we have lands. We have removal. We have a counter. That's good. That is good. Let's get the blue land out as soon as possible. And we go first. That is nice. That is nice. That is real nice. Let me have a sip of coffee. Good coffee in the morning. So, is blue-white control still a thing? We will find out. I had some fun playtesting this deck. And didn't go too well now. Another plains. He's on roguish colors. So we get our plains out here. Will he play it out immediately? Nice sleeves, bro. Nice sleeves. I like those. The Erebos sleeves. There's a bus driving by. Picking up those children. So we get a wall and we have our Essence Scatter. If he plays out a rogue now, we can just Essence Scatter that. We can just Essence Scatter that. And it looks like he's thinking about it. But he does not. He does not. So, we have 8 counters in this deck. Can we draw one? The Llanowar Visionary. Yeah, I will just Skyclave Apparition that. Get it on the field as soon as possible. And there we drew a counter. Because I don't want this to be coming back. And next turn we will hold back our counters. Which we can't even play because we're missing a blue land. Oh my god. Oh my god. This happens way too often for me. This happens way too often. No blue land. No blue land. So we can block the Harbinger here. And hopefully soon we will draw blue land, but we have some removal. This costs 5, we are on 5. So I will block the Harbinger with my wall first. Are you doing something? Oh, let's use this. I haven't used this since I've got it. So it is time. Sleepy Stone. Sleepy Stone. He's running down his timeout number 1. Are we getting a win by timeout? You know we take those. You know we take those. Timeout number 1 used. Did he get himself a nice coffee? So I made pizza yesterday. All by myself. My Italian grandmother would be very proud. God bless her. So, it was a good pizza. A very good pizza. Cheese, salami. Even got some, what do you call them, anchovies? So, his first timeout down, no more timeouts. Did he leave? Did he leave? No, he's back. He is back. Our opponent is back. What will he get here? Yeah, we blocked this with our wall. That is why it's here. And are we cycling the neutralize? The Woe Strider. We need to prolong this as long as possible. He has no creatures in his graveyard, so he can't even bring it back soon. And he needs... How many do you need? 4. I know, I was in front of that, but I could see it, so yeah. Needs 4 creatures to bring this back. And we still have our Elspeth Conquers Death. Hope we draw blue land here. Not a blue land, but a land. But a land. So, I will take care of this Harbinger here, because I don't want him to have the Great Henge, and I don't have a blue land for my neutralize. And if he kills the Skyclave Apparition, well, I can bring it back. I can just bring it back. Bring it back. Where the Elspeth Conquers Death. And we snack in for 2 damage. Because I don't think he has rush creatures that I can block. The only rush creature that I can think of is the, whatchamacallit, the Questing Beast. He keeps on top. And if he has a Questing Beast, the Elder Gargaroth. So, how much mana do we have here? If I play this, we are on 4 mana. And I could Shatter the Skies. Which is not too bad. I mean, he draws a card, but at least he can't bring out the Henge. And we still have our Realmcloak Giant. And as soon as we get... And with the Midnight Clock, we also have the mana for the neutralize. So, what are you bringing to the table? The Gilded Goose. Gilded Goose. So you're on a food plan here. You are on food plan. Well, I can take care of the Gilded Goose. I mean, why shouldn't I? Another Ondu Vision. So we're on 7 mana. Which means I can play the Realmcloak Giant. But I prefer keeping back my neutralize. For whatever shenaniganery he has to offer us here. He sacks the food for 3 life. Interesting. Interesting. I want to proc my Midnight Clock as soon as possible. Yeah, I will neutralize that. Brother. Do you get in with your illusion? You do. Well, 3 damage is okay. We can take that. We can take that. I prefer having a blocker for something bigger. So, do you guys like to cook? And 1.3% women who are watching this? Thank you very much. I know you're underrepresented in this vast world of Magic the Gathering. We get an Elspeth Conquers Death. So, this is the point where I just put out the giant and attack in. Because if he plays something big, I have the Elspeth Conquers Death and I have a big giant on the board. I like this giant, and if he kills it, not a problem. Not a problem. Another Gilded Goose. Okay, okay. That is not a great hand. That is not a great hand. So that is not a problem. So, yeah, we can keep the Skyclave Apparition back. Give him a 1-1. Don't care about that. The 1-1 is still better than a 3-3 attacking us every turn. So, counter on the clock. And a neutralize. Very nice. Very nice. So, I get... No, I still want that. What, with our midnight clock out, I don't think that I will use it soon. So, the more lands, the better. The more lands, the better. So, whatever he has here, we can neutralize it. If it is a great hand, which I really don't want to see. But I would prefer to proc my midnight clock as soon as possible. So, have you seen yesterday Golgari deck? This is another version of it. I think this is the one with the Massacre Worm and the Troll and the Wolf that attacks. If he has the Wolf, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about getting his Wolf. Here's an Ugin. Good lord. Good lord. Thank God we have a counter spell. Don't even want that on the field. Don't even want that on the field. An Ugin. Oh boy. Yeah, get a 1-1. I prefer that to the 3-3 attacking in each turn. We get a negate. Perfect. Perfect. If he has another Ugin, that is just perfect. If he has a Wolf, that is just perfect. If he brings out the Woe Strider, we have an Elspeth Conquers Death. So, strap in. This is still going to be a long, long game. And soon our midnight clock will proc. And that is nice. 12th hour. Holocranos Unchained. Okay. Get that out. I have an Elspeth Conquers Death for that. I have an Elspeth Conquers Death for that. He creates a food. I will not put a counter on this. He gets in for 1. So, let me count. This will be on 10, 11, 12, okay. Why are you tapping my blue lands? Why are you tapping my blue lands? So sadly our giant won't be coming back before the clock procs. But that is fine. That is fine. Better than to have this Holocranos on the field. And we can draw a card here, but maybe that's not even worth it. We have our negate in hand. The Woe Strider is here. The Woe Strider is here. He gets in for 1 with his illusion. But it's just an illusion. Any Creed fans here? Yes, Creed. I was like 23 years old when I found out that those guys are like a Christian rock band. I never knew. I never knew. But then, poof, I realized. And yeah, they really are. They really are. So I prefer drawing 7 cards to 1 here with the Frantic Inventory. It is only 1, but I can do this now and draw a fresh hand, which will be all lands. Let's be honest. You know it, I know it, will be all lands. But if they aren't, if there's one board wipe, I am lucky. And we have some of them in here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Good thing I have a drink here. Doggo's sadly not here with me today. He's with the wifey. With my waifu. Yeah. He's the waifu of my dreams. Well, they're just in the other room, so it's not like they're out of town or anything. It's not like they're out of town. Okay, our opponent really likes to rope this rope. Rope-a-dope. Well, he has an hourglass in hand, with his avatar. Okay, there is 1 damage. Thank you very much. Yep, your food token and your goose both hold priority. So, I will do this now. Get a fresh set in my hand. Get back all the board wipes I need. Come on, give me those board wipes. Give me those board wipes. I could use them by now. I could really use them. Whatever board wipe you have to offer, I will take it. The Realm Cloak Giant. I said it's gonna be all lands. Well, looks like I was wrong. He surrenders. Didn't want to take it. Did not want to take it. Yep. No rank up. Only rank down. You can call me father. Well, I'd rather not. I rather not. So we got lands, we got a negate, we got an Omen of the Sea, and the Birth of Meletis. So I will keep this. Get our Seagate Restoration out first. If this is rogues, you know it. It's bad. It is bad. Will we get our birth out as soon as... Oh, this is not rogues. This is not rogues, but what is it? What is it? A midnight clock. So, I want lands in my hand. As many as I can get as soon as possible. And let us see what he's playing. If this is creature based, we get at least a wall for our troubles. It is not. Okay. So we can get the midnight clock out now. And yeah. When he's on 4 mana, we have our negate open. So, he gets an Omen of the Sea, so he is a Dance of the Man stack. He is a Dance of the Man stack. But we still have our negate. Can you draw a blue land? Blue land. Seems like it. He tops 1. But we have 1 more land with our secret ramp here. So, he used up all of his mana, which I like. Which I like. We even get a Javari Disruption. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Are you running into our counter spells, father? I did it. I called him father. No. No. I swore I wouldn't do it. Yeah, no need to be worried here. No need to be worried about an Omen of the Sea. I have other things that I'm worried about. He didn't draw land. So we use a Frantic Inventory first, maybe we draw another one, and now we can use our Omen of the Sea. Elspeth Conquers Death and a Skyclave Apparition. Well, we do have lands in hand. So yeah, having some removal here is not too bad. Not too bad. We get our Undo Visions out. Undo Inversion, I'm sorry. So, if we get our Skyclave out now, we have something on the field. And getting rid of his Omen of the Sea so he can't get it back with something would be good. So we're on 6 lands with our Omen, with our Midnight Clock. But we can't negate something. We cannot negate something. So, Father, are you the lucky one for us? I did it again. I called him Father again. The glass casket. I want to negate that. Doesn't look like he drew another land. Doesn't look like he drew another land. So, we can get the Dream Trawler out. If he has a board wipe, we still have our Elspeth Conqueror's Death to get it back. He uses the Omen of the Sea, beginning of turn. That is real good. That is real good. He's looking for lands. He is looking for lands. But in the meanwhile, we are dream thralling. So he found a land, it seems like. Seems like he found a land. Otherwise, why would he top this? There it is. There is his land. So, my turn. And we have a neutralize. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho ho. And we draw a card. So, if we use one Frantic Inventory here, that is something that we want to do. Another Dream Trawler. And we get in for 9. Still have our neutralize open. Still have our neutralize open. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, in our turn the Midnight Clock will trigger. And we get in for a lot of damage. Banishing Light. Well, what are you banishing? The Midnight Clock. I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that. Because next turn, we play our Frantic Inventory, draw 3 cards, make our Dream Trawler even bigger. Snack in here, draw a blue land. Thanks, game. I was just worried a little bit here because I thought, oh damn, I don't have a blue land. We discard the Shatter Disguise. Don't need them. So opponent got screwed on lands, but we take those. We take those. So, we got it. We got it. We got our comeback. We got our comeback. Very, very nice. Did I say last game? Well, this is going to be it. After the comeback, and we go first. Only 1 blue land. But we have them Shatter the Skies. Ooh. I don't know what we're up against. But I think I will keep this. And in the worst case we can cycle our neutralize. Show him what we're up. Show him what we have, what we're up. Show him what's up. Show him what's up. He is blue himself. So we get a blue out here. Let's hope that we can find another blue. That is not a blue. Are you rogues? He is not. He is not rogues. Or he didn't have him. Or he did not have him. So what are you? Oh. You are annoying. Harassing me. Putting those needles right into my face. Getting rid of the neutralize. Well, that is not good for us. That is not good for us. Even though we, yeah, had no blue lands. And now we find even more white lands. Still can't play the Trawler. We won't be dream trawling. Another Shatter the Skies. Well, what do you want to do against that? Our hand is so white. It could be Alabama. We got a negate. That is nice. And it looks like he missed a land drop. So, we still have a chance. Still have a chance. If he wants to play something fancy, we have a negate. He's on 5 lands now, we're on 6. He missed a land drop. And here is a blue land. So we need one more land to secure our Dream Trawler. Need one more blue land to secure it. How many counter spells do you have, my friend? How many counter spells? And we miss a land drop. But we have a frantic inventory. So that's not too bad. We're both doing nothing. And he surpassed us almost with lands. But we will draw a card. And hopefully we find a land. Come on, land. Oh yeah. But we can't play the Dream Trawler right now because we don't have a third blue land. What's going on with the blue lands? Can't a man get a blue land? There it is. There it is. So how many counter spells do you have? How many do you have? We're trying to get it out now. If he wants to counter this, we have ways to counter it ourselves. And we also have an Elspeth Conquers Death. Okay, there is one counter spell. Are we paying 3 here? We are. I prefer keeping back my counter spell. Auto pay. Do you have another one? And if you do, no you don't. Well, do you have the Extinction Event? You do. You do have the Extinction Event. Okay. I am smarter than I admit to be. Skyclave Apparition. But we have a negate. We have a negate. He also plays nothing. So we chillax here. We chillax here. If he is cheeky enough to play something. We have time. We have time. This is going to be a long video. But who cares? Who cares? Jwari Disruption. I want that. I want the disruption. Still playing nothing. We try to get out another Dream Trawler here. If he counters it this time, we have our Elspeth Conquers Death for that. Do you have another counter spell? No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. If you have another Extinction Event, we have a negate for that. Another Extinction Event. Negate. Do you have a counter spell? Please say no. Please say no. Come on, staging. Come on, staging. Don't be stingy. He has a negate. He has a negate. Well, that is 2 of our 3 Dream Trawlers gone, but who would have known that he has all the Extinction Events? All of them. All of them. Yep, he has them all. But we still have our Shark Typhoons. So nothing to be worried about. And it all happened during... Where have you been before? Where have you been before? We still have some Shark Typhoons in here, so nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be worried about. So we can play out the Jwari Disruption now. We have some negates in here. Yep, control matchups, ladies and gentlemen. Control matchups. We just chillax here. Even got ourselves an Essence Scatter. So, what are we doing? We hold back and get rid of the Glass Casket. Because we have all the counter spells in our hand that we need. He's on 36, we're on 38. Looks good. Looks good. Give me a Shark Typhoon. Well, at least that's a land. He's still leading in lands. Disruption, not really what I want. I want my Shark Typhoon. I want my Shark Typhoon. He draws all the lands. We draw another Shattered Sky. Are we getting our Apparition down? Just to have something on the board. He can make a 14 Shark. I mean, it's better than to get lost of our Shattered Skies here. Yep, just a 2-2. Just chilling out. You eliminate. Okay, well, that is fine with me. That is fine with me. You can only make a 11/11 Shark now. Is it coming? Is the Shark coming? Looks like it. Here comes no Shark. Here comes no Shark. We draw a Glass Casket. I think I will get rid of one of the Shattered Skies. Yep, this is a hold back, do nothing game. He cries, hopefully on the bottom. Hopefully on the bottom. Don't like your card. Nope, he bottoms it. That is nice. That is nice. Still no Shark Typhoon. But at least we can cycle one of our neutralizers here. Get rid of the Glass Casket. Don't need it. If he has a Shark Typhoon, he does nothing here. So we will cycle one of our neutralizers. Trying to find our Shark. Seagate Restoration. That is nice. No maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Pardon me. And we can neutralize something if he has something. There is our Shark Typhoon. So we're at 25 cards in our deck. Will you get your big shark out now? Are we getting a Realm Cloak Giant on the field? No, we can't. Missing out 1 mana. But we have the Shark Typhoon. We have the Shark Typhoon. And by God, we will play it. We get it on the field. We still have a neutralize. He has a negate. But we also have a negate. And if you have another counter spell in hand, we do our best to protect our Shark Typhoon. And he has another one. So we will neutralize that. Neutralize. The neutralize. Oh yeah, looks good. Our Shark Typhoon is on the field. Very nice. So we don't need another Seagate Restoration here. And he surrenders. Made our comeback. Yes. Yes. Nice. No rank up still. Alright, those were some long games in our Control-a-thon. Our Dream Trawler got Extinction Evented a lot in the last game. I will definitely show you that. There have been some games that were just really long and drawn out. Maybe I won't be putting them in here. I will still see. Still have to, yeah, put this all together for tonight. And I will show you the fun games. There will be losses in there. I know it. There were losses. If you're seeing this, you already seen the games. So, this is a fun UV deck, UW deck, blue-white, control deck. If you like the kind of deck, try this out. You will have a lot of fun. Is this the freshest deck in town? Maybe not, but there's a Skyclave Apparition in here. So, that is very nice. I like the Skyclave Apparition if it's on my side. So, if you made it this far, you obviously like what I'm doing, and I hope that I can get a little subscription down there. And I will see you all tomorrow.